Whoa, wait, look. I forgot. Never mind. Anyways, if there's anything that I've learned over the past couple of months, it's that no matter how much you say that something is just your opinion, people will still get triggered. Like, no joke. So all I have to say is, just an opinion. Did you identify my 2013, a year that GTA 5 gave the middle finger to every single game that came out. But some good games did come out in 2013. Who else remembers The Last of Us and Pokemon X and Y? Yeah, good times. And, just like it happens every couple of years now, a new Battlefield came out and so did a new Call of Duty. And for whatever reason, they both felt a little bit similar. Even though they had different stories, but maybe I'm just thinking of the time zone. But let's just get right into it. Ghost takes place in a world that's about to be taken over. And as we can see, there's so much destruction because of those space rods that were accidentally shot because of a on-purpose attack, so it's not accidental. And of course I'm not going to spoil the end, but I have to say the characters are really memorable, especially the dog. Like, that dog can do so many badass things. But I will say one thing though, and this might be a spoiler, so cover your ears. Did Riley survive?
Riley will live.
In Battlefield 4, the story is a tiny bit similar, except there's a higher chance of either side winning, as opposed to Ghosts. In reality, I mean, the bad guys would win, like, let's face it. I know we've had a revolutionary war, but in Ghosts, it just seems impossible for us to win. Just a couple of, rebels, basically. For the characters, one of the most memorable to me is Hannah and Irish.
What is your problem? You don't like having a woman in your squad?
I don't have a problem with women. I got a problem with liars!
They argue a lot during this game. And it's sort of funny. You know, it's a little bit of a cliche, but it's not like a cliche that you would see all the time, so it's understandable. But they even argue about who should die.
I'm Irish, remember? The lucky one. Give it to me, Wrecker.
Wrecker, I risk my life for my country every day. Give me the charge.
Your country needs you alive, Hannah. You are not going down, period. Come on, Wrecker.
Jen, everyone on that ship are dying as we argue. Give me the charge, Wrecker.
But maybe
My goddamn ship, Hannah. Come on, buddy, do or die.
Make a decision, Wrecker.
Come on, Wrecker, you decide.
No thanks, I choose life.
Then I suggest you take the ship.
Shit, fuck. Come on. There are so many complaints for Ghosts, and I can't deny it. I have some complaints too. But let me point out the positive aspects. At least there's that modern combat feel that we have instead of what we have now, which is basically Star Wars with Halo, if they were in the same universe. This may seem like a small detail, but I really enjoy how they used the scope for like the snipers. I like that instead of making everything dark, it just blurs out the background. That addition was a good addition, but it's also a bad addition because then you don't really have a good field of view. It would be better if it's sorta, yeah, something like that. The complaints that I've heard about Ghosts is that there's a lot of bugs, there's glitches, and sometimes the servers act a little bit laggy. I've experienced most of these, and I heard one that I've always wanted to test, so I tested it out, and that is the being kicked for camping. And when I mean camping, you're not just sitting in one corner, you're walking around in one part of the map, sitting there moving around, so it can't be kicked for inactivity. And I'm not sure if they fixed this, or maybe it's for a longer amount of time, because I tried it for like 5 minutes and I had no success. I tried it for 8 minutes again, no success. Hey Battlefield 4. The multiplayer on Battlefield 4 is simply beautiful, but I do have complaints and I will get to those. But first let's get to the positives. I feel more immersed, and I really do feel like a soldier when I play Battlefield 4. It's probably because every second I don't see a new person just walking around. Sometimes for some game modes that might be an issue because it takes like forever to find someone, but for other maps or game modes that's not an issue. And of course, my #1 favorite map in Shanghai holds my favorite feature in Battlefield 4. Oh wait, aren't there 4 pillars? Yeah, so that's my favorite part. Seeing all the people fly out of the parachutes. Ah! COD doesn't usually give us good graphics. That's one of the things it's famous for. And I do know that good graphics don't make a good game sometimes. In the campaign, the graphics are decent in some scenes. Sometimes it can look incredible. Sometimes it can look plasticky and unrealistic. It never really makes you feel insanely immersed. And I feel like they focus more on textures instead of like lighting and stuff, and that's one of their issues. Even though the lighting is okay, it's not the best. Sometimes the colors could also be the issue. That's why when you see some of those edits, that's why they make the game look a ton times better, because they change the coloring and stuff. Where should I start? This is so beautiful. EA, you did a good job making this game. I'm just kidding, guys. Don't go back. I know I made a mistake last time when I did Battlefield 1 versus Infinite Warfare. I know I accidentally said that. DICE and Frostbite, good job. Everything looks amazing. Sometimes the water can be a little bit also untextured and just doesn't fit the rest of the game. If anyone notices that, it just feels like it's out of place. It could be like GTA 5 type of water textures. But other than that, there's so many things that I enjoy in the graphics, both in campaign and in multiplayer. And like I said before, this car scene is my favorite scene visually because it looks so realistic, the lighting, everything. I don't know why, I just really like this scene. Killing people with some of the weapons in this game is very, very easy. Like a couple of hits and they're gone. Whether you're someone that wants to be in front of the person with a shotgun, or a little bit of a distance with a heavy weapon, or just really, really far with a sniper. All of these weapons are pretty powerful. As everyone knows, one of the most popular things to do is to get new skins for them, and everyone's trying to get all diamond. And it's so customizable that you can even change the smallest things like the target. Battlefield likes to stay a little bit more realistic and have shooting someone a little bit harder, and you can see that your gun sort of moves more and acts a little bit more sloppy like it would in real life, but you can still aim from far away. It'll just take a couple more tries than it would in Ghosts. And customizing is not really a big form factor. It's not something that everyone aims for when it comes to like a paint job, but the option is there. When Ghosts first hit shelves, people hated it. Let me tell you, this was the Infinite Warfare of the time. This was like one of the first times that a COD game has been hated on. Sort of like for Pixar with Cars 2. Before that, there was no like hated Pixar movie. There was not really any hated COD game. People were totally not okay with this. And ironically, people liked the space scene, including me. I don't know why. I guess because it was like a modern type of space station and stuff. I mean, it's not modern, but it's not like Star Wars. And I think that people just didn't like the multiplayer. I think it's okay. I can see where it's bad. I really enjoy the story. It is a great story. The father and son's relationship, the dog, it all just makes it beautiful. Having this idea of just rebels, basically a small 7-nation army that wouldn't be held back, lol. It works, and especially with like the masks and stuff, that was cool. So Ghosts, I'll spare you. I think that you did good with the story aspect and the weapons aspect. Even till this day a little bit, you gotta fix your graphics, fix those bugs, make sure that they don't come anywhere near us, and then you're good to go. Almost. And you, Battlefield 4, you did an incredible job with graphics. I am blown away. In 2013, I was blown away. Everyone was blown away. They are incredible. The building falling, everything, the suspense, it was just amazing. The characters are not really as memorable as they are for Ghosts. You know, they're sort of the type of people that randomly come into your head one day like, oh yeah, those guys. But someone like Riley is a character that will go down in history for video games as being one of the most badass dogs. Probably not number one, because I'm pretty sure someone in the comments is going to be like, well, what about this one? So you're one of the most badass dogs I've ever seen in a video game. In terms of guns, you kept the realism at a good, and also you still kept that rhythm of it's still a video game. So it may be shaky, but it's not like terrible. Sometimes it may be hard to kill enemies because in a different game mode they may be far away and it may take like 2 minutes to find someone, but that's also to add to the realism because in real life, most of the time when you're in war, you're not going to see someone every second. There may be times when you're on the battlefield and everyone's just spread everywhere. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Feeling like $1 million. Hey. Minion?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Mike.
good. Dollar. Minion?
Yeah.
Feeling like a